with the Western Cape Provincial Government confirming that at least 11 people have lost their lives in the flooding in the province over the weekend. The heavy water is causing widespread damage to infrastructure, roads, some still closed, houses badly damaged, informal settlements taking a huge amount of punishment.
If we move on, if we look at our human settlements, and you mentioned the number of structures, Minister Bredell, and if we look at that image, it really shows the reality facing our citizens at this stage, and it's quite poignant that we look at that picture. So if we look at Theewaterskloof, 11 people. If we look Greyton, Genadendal, over 200 people that have been evacuated. Riviersonderend, approximately 600 people that are in need of support. If we look at City of Cape Town, a number of our informal settlements have suffered some damage and needs our assessments. Our initial assessments from a human settlements perspective in our branch human settlements indicate that more than 1,000 structures have been impacted, and as you mentioned, that number is growing.
Well, for the latest on the ground, the water that people in the Western Cape are facing, our reporter Nqobile Madlala is now at one of the hardest hit areas in Sandvlei in the Western Cape, literally standing as close as she can to the water for you. Nqobile, good afternoon to you. What are you seeing there right now?
Well, I'm going to show you, Stephen. These are some of the people from the community that are trying to get out. You'll remember that the community is still cut out from supplies. So some of them are coming out to try and get essentials. We've spoken to some people that have said that they need to come this side so that they can get some help. Let me just stop the gentleman here that's passing. So I know that we haven't spoken to you, but you're live on Newzroom Afrika. We've just seen you cross the bridge. Must be difficult.
It is, and we as a community is not getting the help. Early on, disaster management was here and they said that we're putting our people's lives in danger. But what must we do? We need to be this side. The shops are all on this side. We need to cross. The families are here. We can get some people to go buy stuff for us, but how are we going to get it there? So we decided, look, we're going to play it safe. We're going to put up the safety line, and we use the harnesses, and we make sure that the people get escorted over.
Right. And I mean, how does it feel to cross there? Is it safe at all?
Not 100%. As you can see on the end, the reeds on that side are causing the water to be much stronger on this side and on the other side. So in the middle it's quite fine, but half of the bridge, the platform, has already been washed away.
And the families that are at that side, I mean, I can see there's quite a number of people that are just standing by. And are they scared to cross? Are they worried? What's going on there?
Yes, we are. The women are actually very scared to cross. One of the ladies that I know, my landlord, his daughter needs to go over still. And I'm pretty sure it is a bit nerve-wracking for especially for the women and children. So far we haven't brought over any toddlers, but we are here to help the people to go over.
All right, thank you very much. And I want to bring in a university student, because you can just imagine if this is difficult for families, it must be even more difficult when you're trying to get to school. How are you feeling? How have you been, please just stand here, how have you been surviving when there's a flooded bridge and you can't get out?
So at the moment I am completely stressed. Tomorrow I have a test. When the water started coming in, the first thing that came to my mind was my laptop, I'm writing. I ran, I got my laptop, I put it up, I looked, my charger. So for me, it didn't make sense that I said my laptop but my charger is broken, because now I can't use my laptop. Going to school is very hard. This is going to campus, this is in Stellenbosch, there's no way the end is also blocked. I don't know what to say to my lecturers. I emailed them. Some of them understand. Some of them is like, okay, you can do it online. But we don't even have electricity at home. Our Wi-Fi is off. Everything is down.
Sure, it must be difficult. So how have you guys been surviving? There's no water, there's no lights. What do you do in this case?
Our family, luckily we have a wall that my father built. And then this morning we evacuated, like taking our fridges, things that we can save, our food, canned goods, all in the wall. We ate from that, bread, things like that. other than that, our phones are busy dying. Yeah, things is just not easy for us this side.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Well, as you can hear, there's a frustration from the people that live in this area. But what we're also hearing is that this water here is also mixed with sewer. So it's not just plain water as well. So there's quite a lot of that has happened here in terms of infrastructure breaking down because the sewer pipes now is linked to this river. We know that there's also a couple of houses that are currently flooded, like you heard there, that a lot of people have lost some of their appliances. There's issues in terms of electricity and in terms of clean water that side. We've seen a baby being moved from that side via this harness, which we are hearing also is not 100% safe. So it's a very difficult time for these people in Sandvlei, and of course they're trying just to get essentials. We have heard that all the shops are this side, and if you are flooded and you don't have anything, you have to still come out to get something to eat. But the food has already been moved inside by the gift of the givers.
Nqobile Madlala, thank you very much indeed for that live report. Dramatic scenes there. You see how people are having to cross those raging flood waters. Well, more coverage, of course, for you on the situation in the Western Cape as we go through the afternoon.